I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do.
Hello, racing fans, and welcome back to another edition of Handicapper's Corner, brought to you by the Derby Bar and Grill. I'm Mike Heads, along with Drew Forster. We're going to go through the 7-race Friday night program at Hastings. It gets underway at 7 o'clock. Friday, August the 3rd races. Good card, no stakes races, because they're all on Monday.
That's right, big weekend. BC Cup runs on Monday. We do kick off the weekend with Friday night racing tomorrow night. And then we take Saturday and Sunday off, and then we race on the holiday Monday for BC Cup. That's always one of our biggest days.
It is, like $50,000. Well, it could be worth more than that, because BC Breds win it, they get an extra $25,000.
That's right.
And so it could be like a $75,000 race to the BC Breds. So, but no, excellent card, and that'll be on Monday. First post will be $150. Let's get into the Friday night program.
7 o'clock Friday night is the first post.
Yeah, I'll kick it off. $4,000 claimers. That have not placed at the meet. It's one of these new conditions, minimum of 2 starts, and have not finished first, second, or third at Hastings this year. And the 6th, Seeking Asylum, does qualify, and looks like on paper it should be an absolute cinch. Richard Hamill rides for Craig McPherson. His race to win or lose. I put the 4 Swiss Arrogant, who on occasion does jump up. The 11-year-old, runs some good races when he does get the lead. Unfortunately, he has not been able to get the lead in his last couple of starts, which affects his final showing. But when he does get to the front, he gets brave, and we'll see how he does. And I put the 3-horse My Eye Candy in the mix for third. I thought those were I think it's a 1-horse race myself. I think 6, and then I went 4 and 3.
Yeah, I see it pretty much the same way. Seeking Asylum. I mean, the thing that worries me about Swiss Arrogant is he needs a lead, as you mentioned, and I think Seeking Asylum puts pressure on him from the outside. Probably wins the race. That's why the only thing I differed from you is I put Maya Candy in second. I think he can close and probably catch Swiss Arrogant for second. And that's why I went 6, 3, 4. Same horses, Mike, just a little bit different. On to the second. $4,000 claimant event, non-4, non-winners of the year. Field of 6. I went to the 3 here, Topper's Ghost out of the Christina Mann barn. Christine is definitely due for some luck. 20 starts, 6 seconds. Hasn't hit the winner's circle yet. This guy is knocking on the door. Gets beat by Maggie's Guy, gets beat by Presidential Bird, but most notably, got beat by a tough horse last time in Bluegrass Pride. Finishing ahead of Kelson that day. Dennis Arrojo sticks with him. He's got a good style for the race. I think it's graduation day for him. I think he gets to the winner's circle. Topper's Ghost. I put E. Taylor in the second spot. He's been running good third behind Stormy Team and Adicha. Adicha's course has come back to win. And then last time, he comes out of the very tough Citron Kid shooting jacket, Adicha race. This is considerably easier company. I could see E. Taylor getting in for a piece. And I don't mind Peyton's Best either in the third spot. Good second behind Kelson, 2 back. And pressed the pace last time. They went decent, 22-1, 45-2. He faded a little bit. I don't think the pace is going to be that hot in here. I threw him in third. 3-6-4 for me.
I like the 1-horse in here. I like Act Up. I think this horse, who had a terrible trip last time, and he did really well to run second. He was 4 wider on the first turn, carried on 4 wide. He chased those fast fractions. I know he's a couple lengths or a length and a bit off of them, but he was close to them and still finished very well. Moves inside, and I think he's the one that gets to sit second, maybe to Peyton's Best. And Peyton's Best will be better as well, as you mentioned. Don't mind him at all. I didn't pick him top 3, but I could see the horse winning because he is looks like perhaps the lone speed on paper. I did put the 3 Topper's Ghost in for second, and the 6 E. Taylor, your other two horses. But I like Act Up. I think this horse will run a good race, sitting just either on the lead or sitting just in behind Peyton's Best. This horse does have speed, Act Up. Kind of didn't show it there in a couple of route races, but this horse, when he sprints, is usually up near the pace. I went 1, 3, and 6 in the second. On to the third race, maiden special weight here, going 3.5 furlong for 2-year-olds. The 8, experience is key in these races, and the 8, Chrissy has it. Good runner-up effort to Miss Invasive in a maiden special weight event, and the time was good, and that's a big edge to have a race under your belt. You've gone through the paddock, the post parade, the gate, and I think she'll be even better. The daughter of pop artist out of the mare Ouch, who of course campaigned and was for Dino Condolinos. He's taken, obviously, gone the breeding route. Dino's the breeder, owner, and trainer, and might get rewarded today with a nice win. So I like Chrissy to win it. Put the 6-horse Rockstar Red in for second. Filly by Sydney's Candy out of the mare Zailaway, who won a stake here for Janet Armstrong in the budget stables. This horse got some decent works, but excellent connections. Anita Bolton, excellent with her all her stock. I was just saying, excellent with 2-year-olds, but she's very good with everything. And Enrique Gonzalez, the first call rider for the barn, shows up for the Felicellos. And I put the 2, a Ranger, for another good 2-year-old outfit that's been going well this year out of the former champion Monashee. A Ranger out of the Canmore Farm Colors, and Mark Clucci trained. Good final 2 works, 35-1 out of the gate, 36-2. That was enough for me to put him in the mix. He's live as well.
Yeah.
I went 8-6-2.
I went a different way. You left out my top horse, Reprimand. The,
I know, Glenn Todd.
Orb coat of the Glenn Todd barn. I know they're fairly high on this colt. He's been working well. I know Grider, who's aboard him today, likes him. And, well bred. He's an Orb out of a Dagliador mare. Been working not like eye-popping. He's got some decent ones. 35-3 out of the gate. That's good. 48 out of the gate last time. That's a good, solid work for this. It might be a little bit short from 3.5. He's an Orb. I mentioned of a Dagliador mare. That generally leans towards a little more distance. But Glenn always has his 2-year-olds ready. He's batting 30% with 2-year-olds. I got Reprimand on top of your top pick. Chrissy, as you mentioned, good first outing to Miss Invasive, and the fact that she's got a start really gives her a leg up in here. Top connections, Dino Condolinos, as you mentioned. The breeder, owner, and trainer of this one, Antonio Reyes aboard. And I threw, again, the Monashee one, a Ranger out of the Mark Clucci barn. Amadeo Perez aboard. Mark Clucci and Amadeo Perez, 25% together. And another one, that 35-1 out of the gate recently. Monashee's had, the first one was all right. He could run some.
Yeah.
Had some disappointments. Include Quinn is in the marathon on Monday. But a Ranger hopefully looks like one out of Monashee that does have some talent. I got him in the 3rd spot. 3-8-2 for me in the baby race, the 3rd. On to the 4th. 4 and on 2 for 3 and up colts and geldings. Fillies and mares, sorry, this is a filly mare race. I went to the 3 Forever Crystal, the Rob Maben barn. Good 3rd last time. I mean, Peach Pike ran away and hid from, she won by 9. Forever Crystal only got beat by a head. And the other 2 I like, Here Comes a Kiss and Cassidy Finality out of the Charlie Miller barn and Phil Hall barn. Both want the lead, it looks like, and I think that bodes well for Forever Crystal. Under Dance Rojo, I think she can sit just behind him and gets up in time, and I put those other 2 on the bottom. Cassidy Finality 2nd, and Here Comes a Kiss under Richard Hamill in the 3rd spot. I went 3-6-1.
Yeah, it looks like a really good opportunity for the 3-horse Forever Crystal in here. Should get a great pace to run at. You got some sprinters stretching out like Dreams Work. Cassidy Finality did, stretched out last time. But things are going to be far more livelier on the head end. Here Comes a Kiss also will be attending the pace. Forever Crystal, this is a dream race, a dream setup for her. So I got to take her to win it over the 1. Here Comes a Kiss, who I was impressed with in her last 2 starts. She's actually run very well. Nice maiden score going along. And the 6 Cassidy Finality, must respect her as well. 3, 1, and 6 for me to kick off the late pick 4 on the Friday night program. Next up in race 5, we have some $4,000 fillies and mares. This is a non-winners of the year, a non-4 lifetime. Going 6.5 furlongs. The one Lady Cash was pretty unfortunate last time not to be right there with or was right there, but pretty unfortunate not to get the money. Was held up in traffic on the final bend behind some tiring speed and just lost some momentum. Storm Cruiser got the run and got the win, got through. And Lady Cash, very live in here. It looks like going to get the same sort of pace scenario with some speed in here, like Hippie, Total Defense, Gold Girl, and Fire Beauty. So there will be, and Forest Bliss even. There will be another good pace for Lady Cash. Put the 6. I'm going to give the 6 another shot. Ariki Princess. It was just her first start of the year, and it was maybe a little too close. Maybe that was just because the pace they weren't flying, but maybe just because of the 22 and 4, tepid fractions, and still, I thought she ran on reasonably well, and I put the 2 Hippie in for 3rd. I didn't love anyone else, but these are not your most reliable mares, and they do, when you back them, sometimes they do let you down, and when you leave them alone, they come up and run a big one. So some inconsistent mares here, so be careful with this one. I went 1, 6, and 2.
Might want to go deep in your pick 5 tickets. Did we touch on there's a $4,900 which kicks off in race 2. I did go to Total Defense, or I just thought. First 2 out of the box ran great. Broke her non-2 by 6. Just beat Storm Cruiser by a nose in her 2nd start, but she was kind of regressing. Now she's had some time off. Last time she ran was June 9th. She's kicked out to the farm, had a little breather. She's come back. Nice work in 1 minute and 3/5 on July 29th. I think she's ready to kind of get her legs under her again and could start going the right way again. I got Total Defense on top. Avariki Princess, as you mentioned, she didn't get to the races till July 22nd. Everybody else has been running 3 or 4 times by then. Still only got beat a length and a half. I think she moves forward in her 2nd start off the bench for John Snow, and I think she'll be dangerous in here. Got her in the 2nd spot. And Lady Cash, I agree. Brutal trip last time. Still just got beat a neck. You can bet. Usually, I like the fact that Enrique Gonzalez is still on her. When you see a rider kind of get hemmed in or make a mistake, if you will, he remembers that, of course, and he won't let it happen again. I think she gets a better trip today. 3, 6, and 1 for me in the 5th. On to the 6th.
Maiden 4 grounders.
Maiden 4 grand, 3 and up. Colts and Geldings. I'm going to the 3 here. Bionic. Amanda Colkin, the owner, breeder, and trainer of this one. She does a great job. She works for Mike Anderson down at the Mike Anderson barn. Had this guy going well, got claimed off her, and Jim Brown ran him back in a week and going long. Still only got beat a couple by Include Quinn, who was a horse, as we mentioned earlier, is out of Monashi and I think has some upside. Now back in sprinting. Better spacing in the race. I think Bionic can win this one. I got him on top of Anzac Day, who obviously figures to be tough in here. His first out this year, ran into a very tough horse and got my Mo. Bow Chicka Wawa, who came back to win at the $16,000 level. Anzac Day's live in here. And Fashionable Gold, good second last time behind Russian Thrill. He's one that's been right there, except for that one bad race going a mile 16th. All his sprints, he's been right there, and he's knocking on the door. No reason not to have him in there. 3, 8, and 1 for me.
I have the same horses. I think Bionic is the horse to beat. Reclaim by Amanda. The 8 Anzac Day figures a ton in here, dropping from 8,000 for 4. It's a lot easier race. And the 1 Fashionable Gold. I went 3, 1, and 8. We have the same horses. I just the victory. The winner in this race will come from one of those 3 horses. 3, 1, and 8 for me in race number 6.
3 deep in Mike's pick 5 ticket.
On to the 7th and final $8,000 claimers, non-3 lifetime, going 6.5 furlongs. I went to the 1 Always Sunny. Didn't care to go long last time. Back in sprinting. His sprint prior to that was behind His Time to Shine in Spring in Alberta. Way better horses. I think he's got the lead. Going to get the lead from the inside. Going to be pretty tough. 2-horse Red Hot. There's no speed in this race at all. The 2-horse Red Hot Rio looks to be an interesting newcomer. Has been running against Maiden 10,000 in Churchill, which are bottoms there. So he kind of returns to the bottom here, and it's great to have some horses, these kind of horses, show
blood
up here at Hastings.
Yeah.
Aaron Greider will ride, and I put the 4-horse Moon Man in for 3rd, another one that surfaces for Peter Redicott and purchased privately. I guess he got a package of horses. He did not have this horse down in the Jack Carava barn. This one's been a private acquisition to help our population here on the Hastings backstretch. Kudos to both Glenn Todd and Peter Redicott for doing that. I went 1, 2, and 4. I thought Always Sunny was the one to beat.
I'm with you. I mean, I got the same horses. A little bit different order. I like this Red Hot Rio. I watched him down in Churchill. I don't think he really liked the slop the day that he claimed him. His other races were very good. 57-61 buyer that fits here. We've seen horses all year coming from other places that have been very competitive here. So I got the same horse. I got in Red Hot Rio over Moon Man, the interesting one, coming out of the Jack Carava barn. Claimed off Keith DeSormo. Interesting, he ran 3rd behind Opportunity. He did get beat 11. 3rd behind Opportunity in the Tokyo City earlier this year. He was 100-1, but he's graded stakes placed. But then right back to the 12.5 level. Struggled a little bit in his latest. It'll be interesting to see how he takes to this oval. He worked here in 50 the other day on August 1st. And I threw Always Sunny. Obviously, if he runs back to that race 2 back in that allowance race where he only got beat a length behind His Time to Shine, he's going to be a handful in here. Those, I would have all 3 of my tickets. I went 2, 4, and 1 in the nightcap. That'll do it for our analysis of the Friday night live card. Up next on screen will be our picks. Mike, as always, you're up first.
Back in race 1, I did go to the 6-horse. Seeking Asylum looks like probably the best bet of the day, but sometimes you can never trust those unplaced horses. They're in that race
Not
for
the most
a reason.
reliable type.
Yeah, 6-4-3 in the Friday night opener. Race number 2, I'm going to go with the 1 Act Up over the 3 Toppers Ghost, 1-3-6. In the second on the 3rd race, went to the 8 Chrissy over the 6 Rockstar Red and the 2 Arranger. 4th race, another one I really like, the 3 Forever Crystal. Going to go 3, 1, and 6. Race 5, I went to the 1, the unlucky Lady Cash last time, but as the inside, hopefully she gets some breaks. 1, 6, and 2 for me in the 5th. Race number 6, I went to the 3 Bionic. Going to go 3, 1, and 8. And the finale, I went to the 1 Always Sunny. Probably going to be a little cloudy on Friday, though. 1, 2, and 4 for me in the finale.
On to my picks, there we go. I like, if you're looking at this screen here, there's my pick 5 right there, just all 3s. Nice, easy ticket for you.
Just tick off 5 3s.
$1 ticket.
Go stand
Nice
in line
easy.
after the 6th race and collect your money.
Back in the first, I agree with Mike. Seeking Asylum looks to be a handful in this
August,
race. That's right. It's meant to be.
Threes everywhere.
Seeking Asylum looks to be a handful in the first. I went 6, 3, and 4. Race 2, of course, number 3, Topper's Ghost over the 6 and the 4. In the third, number 3, Reprimand over the 8 and the 2. The fourth, number 3, Forever Crystal. I agree with Mike on that one, over the 6 and the 1. The fifth, number 3, over Total Defense over 6 and the 1. In the sixth, number 3, Bionic over Anzac Day and Fashionable Gold. In the nightcap, I went to the 2, switching it up here. I got off the 3. Number 2, Red Hot Rio over the 4 and the 1.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. We really appreciate you taking time to view our podcast. So hopefully we give you a little bit of insight into the Friday night program. Just a reminder, as Drew said earlier, no racing Saturday, no live racing Saturday or Sunday. You can simulcast here at the Derby, or of course on Sunday, or at Hastings, or at Fraser Downs. But on Sunday, Summerland.
The Derby. You want to come to the Derby.
You want to come to the Derby. Sorry, we don't want to. Yeah. Derby Bar and Grill.
Yeah, Summerland down at Del Mar
Summerland
in
in the Sorrento Stakes, 200 grander. They've done the post draws as of taping. For the Monday show, we'll
I know Tyler Bays is riding.
Yeah, Tyler worked in 37, galloped out in 50. I talked to Phil briefly via text, and Summerland's doing well. So hopefully our top 2-year-old filly can make some noise down in Southern California at the tough Del Mar circuit. Our next live card is, of course, Monday, big day, one of the biggest days of the year.
Yeah.
That and Derby Day are the two big ones.
It's going to be nice
Cup
and
Day.
sunny. It's going to be a beautiful day.
It's going to be beautiful. It's supposed to be warm again. We have 6 stakes races, a marathon race, a couple of maiden allowance races. There'll be no claim tags on Monday. There's no claiming prices on the Monday program. You don't often see that, but the red tag gets the day off on Monday. But should be a lot of fun. Close to $400,000 in purse money given away for our best BC breds and BC owned horses, so it should be a lot of fun. On behalf of, the first race does go at 150. On behalf of Drew, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on the Derby Bar and Grill's Handicapper's Corner.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do.